Gaining entry to the tech industry is not easy, and one of the biggest barriers to getting your first job is not having the relevant qualifications or experience to secure even the most junior of roles in the industry. The Netmatters Scion Coalition scheme hopes to combat this problem by allowing anyone with no formal training or background in development to join this industry and never look back, all within 6 months. Who can apply for the course? The answer is basically anyone. There is no arbitrary entry requirements. We are simply looking for the following. Someone who has a passion for tech, perhaps has built a website or dabbled in coding, perhaps you've created a game mod or you're just fascinated by coding in general. Someone who is willing to work hard during their training phase, and someone who enjoys new challenges and wants to succeed. This course is delivered remotely, with you needing to work from your home. You approach the course as if you are employed full-time. You train for 40 hours per week, just like a job, and you must adhere to all normal conditions expected in an employed role. We also offer this course as a part-time option, but it still requires all the discipline of work. You book your holiday and report sickness as if employed, and you are very much responsible for yourself as if you were employed. As you are progressing through the course, you are given appraisals and small projects to work on either independently or within groups. The Scions work together, and those who have been on the course longer will help new trainees. This helps both parties, as being able to discuss and explain your code is a key part of being a developer. Plus, it helps solidify the knowledge that you've gained during the course. You work from a training project where you are given tasks to complete and expected to log your time against each task. The tasks are structured to gradually bring you along and increase your understanding through instructional videos and practical coding exercises. There are practical challenges, group challenges, and real-life development scenarios to keep your day varied and challenging. All of your work is reviewed by a senior developer who gives constructive feedback and support to help you become a great developer yourself in as little time as possible. As your understanding increases, the difficulty and scope of tasks also increases to keep you learning at a rapid pace. After around 3 months of foundation training, your tasks can be adjusted to reflect the areas you enjoy the most or perhaps the industry that you want to get into. You then continue to train at your own pace until you reach a point of technical understanding that would make you a viable candidate for a junior role within your chosen field. At this point, the course focuses solely on securing the role that you want. CVs are created and mock interviews conducted with the sole objective of securing you that first tech role. We keep working with you until you secure your first position. One of our current Scions, Rebecca, was kind enough to lend me some of the time in her busy day training in order to let me know what she thinks about the Scion scheme.
So I think I'm on week 7 or thereabouts, and I know it's quite a short amount of time, but I feel like I've learned so much already. Yeah, so I'm working on my first project, which is the HTML and CSS reflection. So what I'm essentially doing is creating a duplicate of the Netmatters homepage.
And you've learned all of this since you've started the course 7 weeks ago?
I have, yes. Yeah, I knew very little HTML and CSS before then, a tiny bit, but I wouldn't have been able to build this, that's for sure.
Sure.
I'm only 7 weeks into the course, but I've already learnt so much, and I can see that by the time I leave the course, I will have acquired so much new information, and hopefully be ready to go into work.
I am absolutely sure you will, honestly. The course boasts a 95% success rate of those completing the course who are now employed and progressing in their roles within the tech industry. Some of these graduates have even quickly climbed to roles such as senior developer. We have been awarded the Princess Royal Training Award for 2020. The PRTA stands the Scion Coalition scheme among industry giants like IBM, Serco, Royal Mail, and Santander. I was fortunate enough to speak to a former Scion, Steph, about his experience on the course, and this is what he had to say.
Nearly all the work I do now is a combination of Laravel and Vue. So Laravel's PHP, setting up all the users, then setting up all the properties for the users, and then all the related elements for the properties. And it's great. It's really fun. As soon as you feel like you've got to grips with something, suddenly you realize that there's a whole set of new things around this thing, which it's just always changing. There's always new developments and new updates that need to be learned, and I can wholeheartedly say I would rather be working hard at something complicated than being bored. I think I had 2 pay rises within a couple of months of each other.
Sounds good.
Yeah, which is it's great. It's so I mean I'm already on more money now than I've ever earned in my life. It's been progressing very well, and yeah,
Awesome.
definitely happy where I am now.
Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Last question of the day. Would you recommend the Scion course to anyone who's interested in joining the industry?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would definitely recommend the course. It's I feel super lucky to have found it.
There are many routes to secure a position on this course. The course is either funded through the Job Centre or other sponsorship. All you need to do is either apply directly through our website, netmatters.co.uk, or make an inquiry to your Job Centre work coach to check if you may be eligible for Job Centre funding. My name's Jordan, and I'm a Scion currently in the final stages of the Scion Coalition scheme. I already have a job in sight for when I graduate, and I highly recommend the course to anyone who's interested. This is a great first step into the tech industry.